According to a report by the American Clean Power Association, renewable energy powers 30.85% of all in-state electricity production in North Dakota, ranking 5th in the nation. In the state, renewable energy supports 2,200 jobs and generates more than $22.5 million in annual state and local tax revenue and $8 billion in total capital investment into the state. In this week's Ag and Energy Insight, we explore how North Dakota is set to pave the way for a sector that will have a massive boom in the decade ahead, as well as a day in the life of a wind farm technician. Nextera Energy is the largest renewable energy company in the world. It runs 16 active wind farms and just over 900 wind turbines in North Dakota, generating more than 1,600 megawatts. A total of $3 billion in assets, $3.4 million in annual tax revenue, and $6.8 million annually for landowners.
Part of North Dakota's economy, right now, so watching it go.
Chase Downhauer grew up on a farm in Baldwin, just north of Bismarck.
Working on simple things with a wrench, those farm boys that have the ability to operate a wrench or take apart a hydraulic cylinder on a tractor, work on a 3-point, that's really the mechanical side of a wind turbine.
After attending St. Mary's Central High School, Downhauer went to Bismarck State College. In 2007, right out of college, Downhauer landed a wind technician job with Nextera in North Dakota.
A wind technician position is definitely a long-term career. It's not just, being a mechanic or being an electrician. Today I may be that electrician or that mechanic. Tomorrow I may be an inventory technician. I may be growing my skills in business, right? I may be working on leadership growth opportunities and advancement, to pursue a leadership role.
And that's exactly what Downhauer did. Living in Bismarck with his wife and 5 children, Downhauer is now Nextera's regional wind site manager. We visited with him in Morton County. Nextera Energy's Oliver 3 wind farm has 48 turbines. It outputs about 100 megawatts. And Downhauer tells me on a day like this, it produces max power. In Williams County, in the Tioga area, NL Green Power operates the 150-megawatt Lindahl wind farm and the recently launched 299-megawatt Aurora wind farm, which has turbines crossing into Montreal County. At the peak of construction, the Lindahl project generated 220 jobs. Between both NL wind farms, there are 26 full-time employees. John Cribbs is from the Texas Panhandle. He was working in aviation. He says he wanted a job with steadier pay. In 2015, he saw that renewables were taking off and hasn't looked back.
It's exciting. The technology really advances fast. Like within the 6 years I've been in wind industry, like the biggest wind turbine at that time was pushing, I believe, 5 or 6 megawatts. And now, just here last year, they came up with a new turbine that can push out 15 megawatts just by itself.
Cribbs tells KX NL is planning a new wind farm in northeast Tioga, and he says renewables are only going up in North Dakota.
The main thing, we need to really modernize and upgrade the transmission systems here and add in some battery storage to help, keep the grid resilient.
A husband and father of 2 in Minot, Cribbs is invested in building and maintaining wind power in North Dakota.
I don't see myself going anywhere, and I don't see the renewables going anywhere anytime soon. I really believe in what we do here and that we are making a difference, and I really actually really feel like I'm making a part of that difference as well as my company.
Private landowners got together to develop the original Lindahl wind farm. NL's wind farms will generate $50 million in payments to landowners during their lifespan. The bipartisan $1 trillion infrastructure bill that just passed in the Senate will invest $73 billion into clean energy transmission.